belong to poor family. Your father left your mother for another woman, and since then you have been living in a small house with your mother and your younger sister, Minha. You work at a nearby cafe to support your family, but deep down, your biggest wish to get Minha admitted to a good school. Unfortunately, you don't have enough money for that. Then one day your mother started working at a wealthy family's house, the John family. Their house isn't too far from your home, just a few streets away. She works there as a housemaid. While you are working at the cafe, there's a boy who often comes in with his friends. The moment you first saw him, your heart skipped a beat. It was like love at first sight. Whenever he walks in, you become nervous and fidgety without even realizing it. Your co-workers notice your behavior and laugh, teasing you, "Why do you act like this in front of Jungkook?" Everyone knows him. He is quite popular and comes to the cafe regularly. One time, out of nervousness, you accidentally spilled coffee on him. Your heart nearly stopped. He didn't get mad at all. Instead, he just smiled softly and said, "It's okay." He's always kind and polite to everyone, including you. Even though you like him a lot, you've never tried to talk to him. You just don't have the courage, and somewhere in your heart, you also feel that someone like him, who seems to belong to a rich and perfect world, will never understand your feeling, so you just admire him from afar. One day, your mother asks you to come with her to the John family house. There's a big birthday party being hosted there, and she needs your help in the kitchen. You agree to go with her, not knowing that this day might change something in your life. When you entered John's house, you were completely shocked. It was so big and beautiful, like something out of a dream. The high ceiling and expensive decoration made you feel like you had stepped into a whole different world. Soon guests started arriving, dressed in fancy clothes and looking so rich and elegant. Just watching them makes you feel small and out of a place. You quietly told your mother, "I will just stay in the kitchen and continue working. I don't want to go outside." Your mother understood your feeling right away. She gently nodded and said okay. Then she left the kitchen with the other servants to help serve the guests. You stay behind quietly doing the work in the kitchen. While you were wiping the counter, a girl walked in dressed in a beautiful dress. Holding her phone in one hand without even looking at you, she said, "Give me a glass of water," and sat down on a stool, scrolling through her phone. You quickly handed her a glass of water, but as she reached for it carelessly, still staring at her screen, her hand knocked over the glass. It slipped from the counter and shattered on the floor. Your heart jumped in fear. You quickly bent down to pick up the broken pieces. But before you could say anything, she suddenly yelled, "Are you blind or what? Can't you see anything?" You froze. Your hands trembled slightly. Her voice was loud and sharp, and your eyes stung with tears you were trying to hide. Suddenly, in the middle of that moment, Jungkook, who happened to passing by the kitchen, heard the noise and stopped. He stepped into the kitchen and looked around, confused at first, but when his eyes landed on you, he paused for a second, his expression softened. Then he turned toward the girl and asked in firm voice, "Bora, why are you yelling at her?" She broke the glass, she replied with an annoyed tone, not even looking up from her phone. "So what? It's just a glass," Jungkook said calmly but firmly. "Don't make a scene over nothing." He glanced back at you and seemed to notice the tears you were trying to hide. Then to your surprise, Jungkook said, "I am sorry on her behalf." Bora snapped her head up. "Why are you saying sorry to a maid?" she asked, shocked. Jungkook turned to her with a cold, serious expression. "Just leave, the party's starting. Mom's starting to cut the cake. Go join them." Bora rolled her eyes and stormed out of the kitchen in anger. Jungkook then looked at you gently and asked, "Are you okay?" You nodded quietly. He tilted his head slightly and asked, "What are you doing here? I have never seen you here before. Don't you work at the cafe?" You hesitated a second before answering softly, "My mother's work here. Miss Song." Jungkook's face lit up a little. "Oh, Miss Song is your mother? She's really nice. I like her." He gave you a warm smile before saying, "I will see you around," and then walked out. You sat down slowly on the stool, your face burning with embarrassment. You couldn't stop thinking, what must Jungkook be thinking about me now? You felt shy and small again, but also strangely happy that he stood up for you. Once the party ended, you left with your mother and returned home. But the whole way back, and even after getting into bed, your thoughts kept going back to Jungkook, his voice, his kindness, the way he looked at you. Jo couldn't stop thinking about him. The next day, Jo went to the cafe as usual, but Jo's mind was restless. All morning, Jo kept thinking about Jungkook. I hope he doesn't come today. I really don't want to face him after what happened yesterday, Jo whispered to herself while sitting up behind the counter. But as if the universe was testing you, not long after, the cafe door opened and Jungkook walked in with his friends. Jo's heart skipped a beat. Jo quickly turned her face away and ducked behind the counter, pretending to be busy with something. Jo avoided eye contact, hoping he wouldn't notice you. But Jungkook did notice. He said nothing, just acted normal with his friends. They ordered, talked, and laughed like usual. But when they got up to leave, Jungkook walked over to the counter where Jo was still half hiding behind the register. He leaned in slightly and said with a calm voice, "Hiding isn't restoration." Then he turned and left without another word. Jo stared at his back in shock. Oh God, he knew I was hiding. Jo muttered to herself, your face heating up in embarrassment. Jo's co-workers who were already watching the whole thing burst into laughter. Jo slid down to the floor, covering her face in shame while they kept laughing. Later that evening, Jo went with her mother to the John family house again. This time, Jo helped her quietly in the kitchen like before. While Jo were arranging the trays, a graceful woman entered in the kitchen. She looked elegant and confident, Jungkook's mother. She paused for a second when she saw you, then smiled warmly. "Who's this beautiful girl?" she asked. Jo blushed a little and smiled politely. Jo's mother, smiling proudly, replied, "She's my daughter, Vian." Jungkook's mother looked at Jo again and said with kindness in her voice, "You are very beautiful, Vian." Just then Jo noticed Jungkook standing at the door, leaning slightly against the frame, watching silently. He smiled when Jo's eyes met, and Jo quickly looked away, Jo's heart racing again. A little later, Jo's mother handed Jo a tray with a coffee cup and said, "Take this to Jungkook's room, please." Jo didn't have the courage to say no, so Jo nodded and quietly made Jo's way to his room. Jo stood outside for a moment, then knocked. "Coming," his voice replied from inside. The door opened slightly and Jo walked in, placing the tray on his desk. Jungkook smiled when he saw you. "So why are you hiding from me today at the cafe?" he asked, folding his arms casually. Jo looked down embarrassed. "I wasn't hiding. I just wasn't ready to face you after what happened yesterday," Jo admitted shyly. He chuckled softly. "Forget about it. You don't need to feel embarrassed, really." Jo nodded, giving him a small smile, and turned to leave. But just as you reached the door, Jungkook called your name, "Vian." Jo stopped and turned around. "Yes," he paused, looking at Jo for a moment as if wanted to say something. But then just smiled gently and shook his head. Nothing. Jo smiled back softly and walked out. Jo heard fluttering without even knowing why. As you stepped into the hallway, you suddenly overheard Jungkook's mother speaking to his father. Her voice was soft but clear. "Tomorrow Bora's family is coming with a proposal for Jungkook. You know Bora likes him and they have been childhood friends. That's why I couldn't refuse. I am sure Jungkook will accept it." Jo's heart skipped a beat. It felt like the world froze for a second. Jo's face turned pale. Jo's legs felt weak and your feet refused to move. Slowly you turned away and walked to the kitchen, trying to steady your breathing. You sat down on a stool, still in shock. Your mother noticed. "Vian, what happened?" You shook your head, not able to speak, and quietly said, I am going home." She looked concerned but didn't press further. "Okay, go ahead. I will come later." That night, Jo couldn't sleep. Thoughts of Jungkook flooded your mind. Why does it hurt this much? You wondered. You told yourself again and again. It was just love at first sight. Nothing more. Jungkook had his own life, a different world. Why am I acting like this? You tried to calm yourself down. The next morning, as you were getting ready for work at the cafe, your mother suddenly said, "Take the day off. You are coming with me today." You hesitated. "No, I have a lot of work at the cafe. Really, I need to be there." But your mother wasn't having it. She refused all your excuses and gently pulled you along. You had no choice but to quietly go with her, When Jo arrived at Jeon's house, sadness settled deep inside Jo. Jo helped your mother with the work, but your eyes unknowingly searched for Jungkook. He wasn't home. After a while, guests started arriving. Among them was Bora, smiling brightly, clearly happy and excited. When she noticed Jo, she rolled her eyes and looked away with a smirk. Jo returned to the kitchen, not wanting to be in the same room with her. Your mother, while arranging the dishes, suddenly said, I wish a good proposal come for you too, Vian. I want to marry you off soon. You said nothing, just smiled faintly. Suddenly the front door opened and Jungkook entered. He looked cheerful as he greeted the guests and sat among them. When you saw him happy, laughing with everyone, you laughed slightly at yourself. How foolish I was, thinking there could be anything between us. He belongs to another world, Vian. Your status doesn't match his. Later, you helped your mother serve refreshment in the living room. The conversation turned to the proposal. Bora looked thrilled, glowing with excitement, but Jungkook didn't say much. He just listened quietly as the elders talked. Soon, Jo carried a tray of tea into the living room. As you entered, Jungkook's eyes found yours intensely. Bora noticed it too, and her expression changed. Jo walked carefully toward the table, but just as you reached it, Bora slyly stretched out her foot in front of you. You didn't see it in time and tripped. The tray slipped from your hands, the cup crashed to the floor, and hot tea splashed onto your hand. The entire room fell silent in shock. You winced from the burning pain, your hands trembling, tears welling in your eyes. Before Bora could open her mouth to scold you, Jungkook rushed over and caught your arm. Panic in his voice, tears began to fall from your eyes, partly from pain, partly from shame. Then he turned sharply toward Bora and shouted, Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Everyone stared, stunned. Bora's eyes widened. She hadn't expected this. Jungkook called for a maid. Bring the first aid kit now. The maid rushed over. Jungkook took the spray and gently treated your hand himself, blowing softly on the burn to ease the pain. Bora stood up angry and embarrassed. What are you doing? You are yelling at me for a maid who made a mistake? Jungkook turned toward her, furious. I saw what you did. Don't lie. And she is not a maid. He paused, then looked at you. She is the one I love. Your eyes widened in disbelief. Did he just say he loves me? The room went silent again. Your mother stood frozen. Are you out of your mind, Jungkook? She is our maid's daughter. Jungkook replied calmly but firmly. I don't care, his mother tried to say. Jungkook, her status doesn't match us. Status? Jungkook snapped. The same status that teaches people like Bora to hurt others out of jealousy. If that's what high status means, then I don't want it. He pointed toward Bora, who was now trembling with embarrassment. His mother didn't say anything, but her expression changed. She seemed to realize something. Jungkook turned to his aunt. I am sorry, but I reject this proposal. Bora is just a friend. I never thought of her that way. Bora stood up furious and walked out. Her family followed silently. Your mother gently came to you and led you out of the room. You walked home together quietly. She was still shocked and now deeply worried. You didn't say a word. You didn't even know how to feel. Jungkook's word kept echoing in your mind. He loves me. On the other side, Jungkook's mother tried to talk to him, but he avoided her. I love her, Jungkook said. I will only marry her. If not her, then no one else. He walked to his room and shut the door. Later, Jungkook's father spoke gently to his wife. Don't force him. He truly loves her, and it's not her fault. She is a maid's daughter. She didn't choose this life. Maybe it's time we accepted it. His mother finally understood. She stayed up the entire night thinking. The next morning, Jungkook didn't come out of his room. His mother slowly opened the door and stepped inside. He didn't speak, just stay quietly. She walked over and sat beside him. I am sorry for yesterday, she said softly. I was wrong. I was just scared, but now I understand. If she is the one who makes you happy, then I am with you. Jungkook looked at her and finally smiled. He hugged her tightly. Thank you, Mom. Meanwhile, Jo didn't get out of bed. Jo had taken a day off from work. Your heart felt heavy, and Jungkook's mother's words kept echoing in your mind. She is the maid's daughter. Her status doesn't match with ours. Those words deeply hurt you. Your mother wasn't feeling well either, so she also took a leave from work. On the other side, Jungkook went straight to the cafe to see you, but you weren't there. He asked the staff about you. They said Ryan is on leave. Then Jungkook asked for your number and address, but they didn't share your personal information. Disappointed, Jungkook returned home, deciding to wait for tomorrow to talk to you. The next morning, you quietly got ready for work. You still felt confused and nervous, but you had no choice. As you walked toward the cafe, lost in your thoughts, you suddenly heard a familiar voice behind you. Ryan, you turned around, your heart skipping a beat. It was Jungkook. Jungkook ran up to you, slightly out of breath. Ryan, can we talk for a minute? You nodded silently. The two of you walked to the cafe and sit down at the same table where he used to watch you from afar. For a moment, there was a soft silence between you. Then Jungkook gently looked into your eyes. I am sorry for what happened yesterday, he said softly. And I am also sorry that I confessed my feeling in front of everyone like that, in such a situation, but what I said was true. You listened quietly, your heart racing. The first time I saw you at the cafe, I felt something real, he continued. I felt like I was falling in love. That's why I started coming there more and more, just to see you. And sometimes I thought maybe you felt something too, but I was never sure. He paused for a second and then looked at you seriously. So today I am here to hear the truth from you. You looked down, trying to hold back your emotions. It doesn't matter, Jungkook, because my status doesn't. Ryan, he interrupted. Gently but firmly, don't say that again. I don't care what your status is or where you come from. My parents understand now. And they have accepted everything. The only thing that matters now is you. He leaned a little closer, his voice soft but certain. It's your turn now. Just tell me the truth. You looked at Jungkook, the boy you had silently loved for months, the boy who made your heart race every time he smiled. You never imagined he'd love you back, but now he's here. Waiting for your answer, tears welled up in your eyes as you nodded slowly. Yes, Jungkook, I love you. I have loved you since the day I first saw you at the cafe. Jungkook's eyes are filled with emotions. A bright smile appeared on his face. He gently held your hand and whispered, Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for loving me back. Then he pulled you into a warm hug and kissed your forehead gently. In that moment, everything felt perfect, like your heart had finally found its home. 2 weeks later, you stood in front of the mirror, dressed in stunning bridal gown. Your heart raced with a mix of excitement and nerves. You couldn't believe it. You were the bride. The door opened and your mother walked in. Her eyes shining with tears and joy, she walked towards you and gently held your hand. It's time, she whispered. You nodded, holding back tears. She walked you toward the grand wedding hall. The doors opened slowly, and the soft sound of music filled the room. There he was. Jungkook stood at the end of the aisle, dressed in a white tuxedo, waiting for you. The moment his eyes met yours, his face lit up with happiness, the kind that spoke of love, of promise, of forever. You took a deep breath, then slowly stepped forward toward him. Each step brought you closer, not just to him, but your new life, your new beginning. A life filled with love with Jungkook. And after some rituals, you and Jungkook become a couple, husband and wife. Then Jungkook looked at you with love, and in that moment, you knew your new life had begun.